History has witnessed a handful of catastrophic volcanic eruptions, from Pompeii to Krakatoa. Believe it or not, the 1883 eruption of Krakatoa was so loud that it altered Earth's air pressure for 5 days, and it ruptured the eardrums of sailors 40 miles away. 40 miles? A supervolcano bubbling from the bowels of Yellowstone National Park spans 40 miles alone, and it's due to erupt. Could we all be smithereens tomorrow? Find out on this episode of Cool Stuff, Strange Things. What we now know as Yellowstone National Park has been struck by 3 massive volcanic blasts: 2.1 million, 1.3 million, and 640,000 years ago, creating a volcanic depression, or caldera, that now cradles the entire park. Yellowstone's many hydrothermal features attest to the heat brewing below ground, as do earthquakes, 1,000 to 3,000 per year. All of this serves as clues to understanding just when the next super eruption may happen. Let's start with the math. The past 3 eruptions occurred about every 600,000 to 800,000 years. Given we're 640,000 years since the last major eruption, it is prime time. Recently, geologists have noted an uptick in earthquakes in the area, along with the rising height of the caldera, as much as 2.8 inches per year, both a result of increased magma flow and a potential sign that she's ready to blow. But almost everyone who studies Yellowstone supervolcano says that we have no way of really knowing when the next big blast will happen. The US Geological Survey put us at a 1 in 730,000 odds, about the same chance as a catastrophic asteroid collision. The probability is small, but the consequences are huge. With little warning, an eruption at Yellowstone could be 6,000 times more powerful than the 1980 Mount St. Helens eruption that killed 57 people and sent ash to 11 different states and 5 Canadian provinces. Like Mount St. Helens, this wouldn't be a fiery inferno of death. Well, it would be for those within a 60-mile radius. They'd be totally incinerated. Rather, it would be a death from above. Most of the real danger we face is airborne. Yellowstone's neighbors would be covered in 3 feet of volcanic ash, and the rest of the country would be dusted from coast to coast. Numerous gases would also be released, including sulfur dioxide, which forms an aerosol that absorbs sunlight, resulting in a cooling effect that would last up to a decade. This shift would also have major impacts on the environment, from altering rainfall to spurring frost and hindering the ability for plants to photosynthesize. All in all, contributing to crop loss and, in turn, widespread famine. There isn't much we can do to prepare, but hopefully we have some time. Maybe 100,000 years? Cross your fingers. Currently, NASA is looking into drilling directly into the Yellowstone caldera and hopes to release some pressure and reduce the impending explosion's magnitude. Another NASA save would be colonizing another planet and jumping ship before the next catastrophe. Hey, it could be months, it could be hundreds of thousands of years, it's not that far-fetched. For now, we just have to wait. You can start your doomsday prepping by liking and subscribing. Oh, and leave your prediction on when Yellowstone will blow below. I'm Sabrina Seek, and hopefully I'll see you next week with more cool stuff and strange things.